The Tekla TED's batch design is an Excel workbook to facilitate the input of multiple design cases for a chosen TED's calculation. When calculated, it'll run each design case and report the design results for each design case in the workbook. You can choose to interact with the calculation user interface or to hide it. If you've not already reviewed the video entitled Batch Design, we would suggest doing that first, as it introduces the batch design worksheet by setting up the required parameters and using a simpler example. A link to this video is available within the batch design notes. This video will use the reinforced concrete beam design calculation to the ACI 318 code. The file name can be found in the Components folder by right-clicking on the calculation name and viewing the properties. The TED's batch design worksheet has already been set up with separate input and output worksheets to define the required variables. The key variables used by the calculation are itemized in the calculation's design variables document, and these include the positive and negative moment and shear force, the beam width and height, the bar designation, bar diameter, and the number of bars for both the top and bottom reinforcement. In the spreadsheet, the bar diameter has been calculated using an if statement and the specified bar number. Shear reinforcement, number of shear bars, legs, and link spacing are also defined, as well as the compressive strength of concrete. The key output variables requested are the area of provided and required reinforcement for the top, bottom, and shear zones, and the utilization factors and status checks for each zone. Initially, a number of input values have been defined. An empty row after the first design case is introduced so that the batch design will stop at this row so that we can take a look at what it's done. The option to show user interface is set to yes, so upon pressing calculate, the user interface will open with the input values brought in from case 1 in the Excel sheet. As soon as you click finish, the results are returned to the Excel worksheet. Let us now consider the other design cases by removing the empty row in the batch design input worksheet. You can run the batch design without displaying the user interface. You can also send the calculation output to TEDS for Word using the Send to Word option if required. You can see the batch design status as it runs through each design case. Note the warning contained within the instructions. You must always verify the results in TEDS to ensure no critical failures or warnings exist in the output. After it's completed, you can review the results returned to the batch design worksheet. If the batch design output was sent to TEDS for Word, you can also review the detailed calculations.